Welcome everyone. My name's Joëlle and this is your daily practice for full body flexibility. Meet me in any seated position you would like on your mat, and we'll start with the neck, tracing some big circles over towards the right, going really slowly here, just starting to loosen up. And the next time your right ear is over your right shoulder, hold here. And you might like to crawl the fingertips of the left hand away from you, and maybe even weigh down the head with the help of your right hand. And then assisting that head back to center, and we'll try the other direction, taking the head over towards the left, keeping the teeth together. And tuning into your breath here, letting deep inhales and exhales through your nose fuel the movements today and enhance your stretches. And when your head is over towards the left, you might place your left hand on top and reach the right fingertips away. Very nice. Let's lift that head back up to center, let it go, roll the shoulders back. And we'll take some little wrist circles, making fists, just kind of articulating in one direction and then the other. And then interlace your fingers and draw a figure 8 in the air. And you might take this slow or fast. You can reverse directions. Just wiggling that out. Very nice. Now let's come to hands and knees. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And in this position, we'll take some shoulder circles. So keeping the abs nice and tight as you really just articulate those shoulders in both directions, looping them around. And then releasing that motion for a few rounds of cat-cow, inhaling to arch the spine, and exhaling to round the upper back. Just taking this really gently a few times at your own pace. And coming back to a neutral spine, holding here on all fours, we'll take some hip circles, drawing a big circle with your right knee going towards the back. And then switching directions. Releasing that circle, step the right foot forwards between your fingertips and place the right hand on top of that knee. You can look over the right shoulder here, using a little squeeze on the glutes of the back leg to encourage those hips a little further forward. And bringing the right hand back down, we'll start to rock the hips back and forwards. A few times, really softly here. The leg does not need to come all the way straight. And the next time you're back, just hold for a nice hamstring stretch. Staying up on fingertips. Again, the knee can stay really generously bent as long as you feel a good stretch. And then rocking your way back forward, we'll make our way back onto hands and knees. Shake it out, allow yourself a smile before trying that second side. So drawing big circles with your left knee now, opening up through that left hip. Maybe making each circle a little bit bigger as we switch directions. And then stepping that foot forward between your fingertips. You might like to inch your back knee back a few inches. Bringing the left hand up onto your left knee and looking over your top shoulder. Nice opening here through the rib cage, keeping the shoulders nicely released behind you. And exhale to return both hands to the mat and start that backwards and forwards rocking motion. So on the backwards motion, getting a nice hamstring opening. And when we come forwards, we're opening up through the hip flexors of the back leg. And the next time you're back, you could hold here on fingertips or flat palms. Perhaps noticing if this side is a little more open or a little bit tighter than the first side. Totally normal if that's the case. And let's bring ourselves forward once more. Plant both hands and we'll step it back into downward facing dog. Just pedal it out here. Not necessarily looking for a perfect downward dog, but just using this as an opportunity to let go, to release the neck, to shake out the hips a little bit from side to side. And then pressing your right heel towards the ground, just tag the toes of the left foot behind it, just to help that heel a little bit closer to the mat. And we'll try the other side, pressing left heel down, with right foot giving it a little bit of assist behind that heel. And releasing that, softly bring both knees back down towards the mat. And then keeping the hips over the knees, begin to walk your hands forwards, placing the right elbow down on the mat, and maybe bringing the fingertips of your right hand towards your shoulder blade. And you can stay up on fingertips of the left hand, using it to open you up a little bit further. And then let's make our way into a traditional puppy pose by simply extending both arms with the forehead released towards the mat. And then we'll try that one-armed puppy pose on the other side with left hand reaching for left shoulder blade, supporting yourself on the fingertips of the right hand. Deep opening here through the shoulders and the triceps. And let's come back to that traditional puppy pose with both arms reaching out long in front of you. Chest melting towards the ground. Breathing deeply here. And then walking yourself back up, sitting back onto the heels to roll the shoulders back. Place the right palm beside you and reach the left arm up and overhead. Just a nice opening here in the side body. And releasing that, we'll place the fingertips of both hands behind us and maybe lift the knees up off the ground. And if this is too much, if it's too much of a stretch in the top of the foot, just keep the knees down. No problem. Again, this is about you feeling the stretch that is right in your body. And the palm of the left hand can settle in beside you now. Right arm reaches up and over, looking underneath your right shoulder. Breathing deeply into the right side of your rib cage. Reminding ourselves here that even just 10 minutes a day can make a difference in our bodies and mind. And let's bring the legs in front of the body now, planting the right foot flat to the inside of your left leg. And hugging onto your right knee with your left arm for a gentle seated twist. Crown of the head still rising tall. And coming back through center, we'll try the other side, sole of the left foot on the mat, and hugging that knee in close to your chest with your right arm. Use the strength of your left hand, your left fingertips to assist you in sitting up taller here. Exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. And releasing that, finding your favorite seated position to roll the shoulders back, shake out the neck just a little bit more. Notice how you feel. And all together, let's inhale the arms to the sky and exhale them down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you will make this a regular practice together. And if you'd particularly like to work on the flexibility of your hips, do remember to click the first link in the description box below so that I can instantly send you my Tight Hips Fix video. Thank you again, and I hope to see you again on the mat very soon.